Sister Serena's watching me like a hawk. Or maybe a small chicken. I've got to shake her off.
So how does this place connect to the Holy Order?
Oh, the factory backs onto the Holy Order's grounds. This building is just used for wafer production.
So can monks from the Order come in here?
Monks? Heavens no. We are very strict about visitors. The only people allowed in here are cardinals and bishops, and nuns, of course. We have a strict cleanliness policy.
So how do you enter the Holy Order from here?
There is just one exit, via the rear entrance. But Sister Angelica keeps a careful watch on the door. You never know who might walk in.
Yes, good thinking. Cleanliness must never let down its guard. And how are the mixing vats cleaned?
Oh, you're like this. Every week we hold a competition, and the winning nun gets to climb in with a scara.
What wholesome fun that must be. These cutters, what precisely is your cut-to-death ratio?
What?
The relationship between cutter operation aggregates and notifiable fatalities. Are the cutters safe?
Oh, yes, they're safe.
They're safe?
Very safe.
Are they safe?
Well, no?
No.
No, they're not safe.
They're not safe.
No, they're dangerous.
Dangerous?
Very dangerous.
So they are not safe.
No, they're not safe. Not safe at all.
I see. But are they safe?
Yes, they're very safe.
They are safe.
Oh, yes, very, very safe.
Good. Simple question, simple answer. That's all I needed. These ovens, do you ever cook pizza in them?
What?
I just wondered. I would, if I were you.
Well, we don't. They are for the holy wafers, not pizzas.
Good answer to a trick question. Never drop your guard, sister. This cooling area, would you eat your dinner off it?
Certainly not.
Aha! Not clean enough, eh?
No, of course not. It's for wafers.
But would you lick it?
Mr. Steiner, lick it?
Yes, sister. Lick it. Would you?
No.
Very good. Outrage 9 out of 10. Excellent score. Okay. Thanks, sister.
The mixing vat for the wafer production line. This is where the whole process for making wafers starts. That won't work here.
Please, that's sensitive machinery. Only Sister Angelica may touch the holy machine. And besides, you're not wearing your protective gloves.
Aha! Very good. You're familiar with the Holy Cleanliness Handbook, I see.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a copy of it next to my bed.
Really? You do? I mean, a gold star for you, my dear. Now, why can I not touch the machine without gloves?
Because you'd get the machine dirty?
True. But really, it's to avoid catching the parasites which inhabit the flour in the dough.
Yuck. Is that the truth?
My dear sister, who is the expert?
You are, Mr. Steiner, sir.
The ovens for the machine are fired up and ready to go. The heat, even from this distance, is almost unbearable.
That oven is extremely hot, Mr. Steiner. Please be careful.
I see no warning sign.
It's not ready.
Not ready? Not ready?
We were expecting you tomorrow.
Dear, oh dear. This will have to go down in my little book.
Oh,
The box is being packed with communion wafers.
oh, Mr. Steiner, this is a clean area.
Yes, I knew that. I was just checking you knew the rule book too. Are you in charge of this area?
Yes, that's where I pack the wafers for dispatch.
So this area is a food-free zone?
Yes, I never eat food in this area.
Never?
No, never.
Never ever?
No, never, ever, ever.
We'll see.
Sister Serena's watching me like a hawk. Or a sparrow, maybe. There is no way I can do that. That box looks like it's quite precariously balanced. One small movement, and it's gonna fall.
That pile of boxes is a health hazard. All it needs is one person to knock them over, and there'll be wasted wafers everywhere. Please, make sure they're safe.
Of course. I'll check them now.
Serena's tidying the boxes. She's not interested in me for the moment. This'll shake her for a while.
Sister Serena, could I see you here for a moment, please?
What is that?
Oh my word. How on earth? I don't believe it.
Section 12 of Bylaw 38B, Section C, clearly states that all areas for the packing of food must be kept separate from the areas of food consumption. I thought you said you never eat around this area.
I don't know how. Well, it can't be. But I never.
This is a clear violation, and the penalty for violations is severe.
Please, let me clean it up. I'll double check everything. I don't want to go back to polishing candlesticks.
Ha! Polishing! You should be so lucky. We are talking prison here.
Prison? Holy Mother.
Oh, do stop that ridiculous display.
But I feel so guilty.
And you are. However,
Yes?
if you ensure there's not a scrap of food remaining, I might overlook the matter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll get right on it.
The place has to be spotless.
Of course. Will you be okay looking round on your own?
Well, I shall just have to be.
Fantastic. Now I've got the run of the place.
Going somewhere, Mr. Steiner?
Double check everything. That's my motto.
Not down there, I'm afraid. Papal permission is required to enter the monastery.
Not even the Pope himself can stand in the way of health and safety.
I think you'll find he can. Goodbye.
Oh, God, if I could only get rid of her. No way am I doing that. That's not the right approach. Sister Serena's busy. No need to mess with the machine. Sister Serena's busy. There's no need to mess with the machine. A large set of double doors seal off a room from view. The door's locked and it's not opening. Looks too sturdy to shove open. Hatch covers the chute in which the ingredients are fed. It's the beginning of the whole operation. One slip up here and the whole batch would be tainted. I can just see into the mixing machine. Large blades are spinning and mixing a fresh batch of dough. Using that won't work. That won't work here. I'm not going to stick my hand in there. I figure they aren't interested in new lines, especially not finger flavor. I'm not going to stick my hand in there. Excellent. Now I've got a slice of salami. Using that won't work. Using that won't work. I've got no reason to try that. That's not quite right. No way am I doing that. That won't work here. I'm not going to stick my hand in there. I'm not going to stick my hand in there. That won't work here. Using that won't work. It says on the side, emergency communion pack, wafers and wine. Emergency pack? Strange concept. Who'd run out of wafers and wine? The box is firmly taped down. I'm not going to be able to open it quietly that way. I'll have that, thank you very much. It's a miniature bottle of red wine with a screw cap. Very classy. Now, I've got the wine I need. I don't need any more.
I'm a naughty, 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 naughty health inspector. Now all I have to do is let it work its way through.
I'm not going to stick my hand in there.
Now then, Sister Serena, the next batch is ready. I'm sure you appreciate perfection, Mr. Steiner.
Oh, yes, but I rarely witness it. Outside my own bailiwick, of course.
Bailiwick?
Bless you.
Well, here we go. The next batch of classic wafers.
Oh, dear. So this is the color of perfection?
But how could this happen?
Two little words, Sister Angelica. Sloppy maintenance.
But that machine is cleaned every day.
In this case, it would seem cleanliness is not next to godliness. I have no choice but to close this place down.
Please, no. We have a large order to complete.
Such a shame I was not made more welcome.
Oh, Mr. Steiner, there must be something we can do.
One so rarely hears the word sorry these days. Wouldn't you agree, sister?
Sorry? Oh, I see. Mr. Steiner, I am very sorry for this terrible lapse.
With feeling?
Very, very sorry.
Well, I suppose if you can fix it now, then I might overlook the issue. But it has to be spotless.
Of course. You make yourself comfortable, and we'll knuckle down to it.
Locked. Sister Angelica's locked the door to her office. Maybe she doesn't trust me. It's the rear door to the wafer factory. A spiked iron gate, and beyond that, an ornate garden. Damn, the gate's locked. And I don't like the idea of climbing over it, not with those spikes. Damn, garden's full of monks.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Guards!
A fine native Italian shrub.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Guards! Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Guards!
Hey, you! You can't come in here! Guards! Hey, you! You can't come in here! Guards!
A large, heavy door. Probably leads into the main part of the monastery. Locked. A large pair of double doors set into the floor. It must lead to some sort of old crypt. The necropolis must be somewhere around here. There's no way I'm going to be able to open those doors with a beam across. Grandpa Stobart's hernia made family history, and I'm not about to join him in the honors. That thing isn't going to budge. I wonder what they're keeping down there. The locking beam will be more than a match for my trusty club. That door leads into the cloisters. I'd be spotted out there in seconds. An old door which looks as though it leads into an office. The door's either very heavy or just locked. I'm sure it's the latter. The door looks very ornate. There's clearly something beautiful behind it. Jackpot! Plush. I'm in the wrong business. Interesting taste in paintings, too. Books on conspiracy and the art of war? Strange collection to find in a monastery. Know your enemy, I guess. All books in foreign languages. Whoever owns this collection either speaks in many tongues or just wants to impress his pals. All books in foreign languages. Books from all over the world on many subjects. Oh, is that a first edition of War and Peace? Books all related to religious studies. Funny, I can't see a version of the Bible in here. Wow, a copy of Poussin's The Ark of Ashdod. That's a painting I studied in comparative religions back in Idaho. The Lord threw the people of Ashdod into despair. The ark of the God of Israel must not stay here with us, because his hand is heavy upon us and upon Dagon our God. They placed the ark in Dagon's temple. The next morning, the people of Ashdod saw the statue of Dagon fallen on his face on the ground before the ark of the Lord. The image of an angel carved into the frame sits serenely at the bottom right of the painting. There's a large crack around her neck. Now, why carve that? Painted in the left corner is a depiction of an angel carved into the frame. Now, there's a crack around her neck. The Lord threw the people of Ashdod into despair. He plagued them with tumors, and their cities swarmed with rats. No wonder they gave the ark back to the Israelites. The rancid corpse of mother and child. Another child still alive watches on. Well, this is terrible. A large, heavy door probably leads into the main part of the monastery. Locked. It's a file with Anna Maria's name written on the front. Feels like it's been put here to tempt me. The urge to look is almost unbearable.
What do you think you're doing?
Office supplies, routine follow-up. Gotta make sure you got no problem with the drawers.
What? Monsignor Devlin!
Anyhow, these look tip-top to me. Well done. Would you like to comment on our after-sales service?
You called, Your Eminence?
Escort this gentleman to the street. I believe he is lost.
Oh, one last thing. What do you know about Anna Maria?
What? Get him out of here now. And make sure these doors are locked so this doesn't happen again.
Ah, Father Gregor.
His Eminence, is he...
A storm in a teacup, Father. Office supplies. Was that the best you could come up with?
Stinks, huh?
What are you now? A journalist?
A lawyer.
And your connection with this Anna Maria?
I knew in New York some people were trying to kill her.
Extraordinary.
I know. The mafia, would you believe? Anyhow, I heard she worked here.
Tell him, Monsignor.
Anna Maria was indeed part of our order. She worked here in the library. 2 years ago, she stole some manuscripts and disappeared.
The scandal was kept out of the papers.
The Cardinal was furious. He vowed to find her and bring her to justice.
His wrath is most terrible to behold.
Yeah, most terrible, all right.
We have always feared the worst, the poor, misguided child.
But there can be no place for scandal here, sir.
Here, my card.
Oh, but please, no publicity.
I understand. Goodbye, Father. Monsignor, goodbye. So, I'm a little closer to knowing what's going on. And at least Anna Maria wasn't officially a nun when we... Time to get back to Nico. Hey, Nico, I found out some things about Anna Maria.
Really?
Well, she's not a nun. At least, not anymore.
I had reached the same conclusion. It would be strange for a nun to have a shelf full of books on particle physics.
Nico, I still can't really believe we're back working together.
Hey, Nico, can you give me a hand?
What do you need, George?
It's the card given to me by Father Gregor. The metro ticket for a stop near the Vatican. That won't work here. The thing's got few capabilities. Not much I can do with it. No way am I doing that. A serene picture of an unnamed nun. Looking at her brings me an overwhelming sense of calm. A little light bedtime reading, I see. Shame. That normally works. Empty.
Oh, hello again. Settling in, are we?
It's terrific, thank you.
When in Rome, eh?
Exactly.
So, what can I do you for?
Mark, can I ask you a few questions?
Shoot from the hip, George. That seems to be your style.
Have you seen Anna Maria since we last spoke?
No, I haven't. But then she always kept herself to herself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You said you had a package for Anna Maria. Do you want me to take it?
You must think I'm mad. Why would I give you Anna Maria's post?
She's letting us stay in her apartment.
This letter is from the Vatican. They might be sensitive material in here.
So, Mark, did you manage to get your car clean?
Oh, what a trial. Heavens. I don't know what those birds had eaten, but it smelt worse than Archie. And the mess. Oh, I never knew that shade of green existed.
Are you sure you won't let me look after that package? I'm not going to open it.
And does the devil have horns?
Are you sure you won't let me look after that package? I'm not going to open it.
And does the devil have horns?
Thanks, soldier.
Anytime, dude.
Mark, I feel it's time I let you in on a little secret.
Oh, George, I knew all along. Don't you worry now. You can tell Uncle Mark.
I'm a member of the Vatican Internal Investigation Team working under the guise of Father Gregor. Here's my card.
But you're American.
That may be so, but I'm highly trained.
Gosh.
I need you to trust me. And help me. It's of the utmost importance. I'm working for the top. You understand the top, Mark?
You mean
Yep, I mean
the big enchilada?
the very one. You want to be on his team, Mark?
Oh, sign me up. I've trained all my life for this, believe me. Hello again.
Hey, Mark. So, now you know that I'm a member of the Vatican Internal Investigation Team. May I take control of Anna Maria's package?
Is she being investigated?
That's classified, Mark. But if this is a sensitive Vatican parcel, it should remain in close proximity to me, for safety's sake.
I understand. Here you are.
Thank you, Mark. I have friends in high places who will know of your role in this.
You don't mean...
Very high places, Mark. In fact, the highest.
Oh! Oh!
Thanks, Mark.
Anytime.
A plain brown package with Anna Maria's name and address. Inside, there's just a plain DVD with no writing or message. Let's see if there's anything on this DVD.
And finally, just when you thought diamonds were the ultimate gift, maybe it's time to rethink gold. No, not the kind of gold you put round your sweetheart's neck. We're talking monatomic gold. Let's go live now to Phoenix, Arizona to find out more. Susie, are you there?
Bob, I'm here in the desert with Ronald Maynard, a truly remarkable man who's made a discovery which could transform mankind. So, what's the story, Mr. Maynard?
What? Oh, right. Ever since I was a kid, I've been interested in alchemical myths. You know those stories about turning base metal into gold? Why I became a chemist. So anyways, I was out here about 3 years ago looking for crystals when I found this powder. White powder that was kind of... Well, it didn't behave, you see. It should. I mean, it was gold. But it wasn't heavy. It was light. So I did some experiments. And it was gold, but not like any gold that should exist. You could use it to fly, or to heal wounds, or project maybe into another universe. You see, the Egyptians wrote about it, the manna from heaven, remember? So anyhow, that's what I've got. And I've got a lab now that makes it. Tons of it. And I want to give it to the world.
Wow, that's amazing! So, Mr. Maynard, you're just going to hand this wonderful substance over. A gift to mankind.
What? Are you crazy? Of course not. I didn't say that. I'm gonna sell it. To the highest bidder. What's wrong with you people? Damn reporters, you do your research?
Ah, that is a shame. We seem to have lost our link there to Susie Balloon out there in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, until next week, be careful of yourself. Don't stub a toe.
So, we got a place in Phoenix where some wacko gold is being extracted. Why send this to Anna Maria?
I think it's connected to her books, George. Geological Surveys of Phoenix, Manuals on Metal Extraction and Purification.
So, Anna Maria flies to Phoenix a lot and is studying monatomic gold. I don't get it.
I think the answer's in Phoenix, George.
Do you think we should go there, to the lab?
I'll go.
What if she's there?
I'll give her your blessing. Sorry, George. Couldn't resist. I'll head straight off to the airport. What will you do?
Look for clues, talk to people, I guess.
Be careful. I'll be in touch.
Wait. This plant in Phoenix might have high security. I'll flash you a cool hacking tool I use.
I'm impressed. You've been going to night school.
Gotta move with the times, Nico.
So I see. Now, stay away from the nuns while I'm gone.
Cheap gag, Nico. Bye. Hi, it's me, your favorite health inspect... Oh, she hung up. A simple but beautifully crafted Italian clock. The thing's got few capabilities. Not much I can do with it.
Hello again.
Hey, Mark.
Hello again.
Hey, Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Anytime.
Where should I go? I think I'll go to the Vatican. The Swiss guard are pretty determined not to let me in. There must be another way, something more discreet. I don't want to waste my energy on him. Sister Angelica will be fuming. The last thing she's going to want to see is my cheery face. I doubt they want to answer the door to me. Where should I go? I'll go back to Anna Maria's apartment.
The number you require is no longer available.
It's the card given to me by Father Gregor. It's the DVD about some guy called Maynard. I've already watched the DVD. I know all I need to know about Maynard and the monatomic gold for now.
The number you require is no longer available.
Anna Maria must have been reading this before she left. A little light bedtime reading, I see. Airline ticket stub.
Hello again.
Hey, Mark.
Using that won't work. That won't work here.
Hello again.
Hey, Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Anytime.
It's got a picture of a cat on it.
Hello again.
Hey, Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Anytime.
Mark's looking at me intently. Makes me feel kinda odd.
So, Mark, I bet you'd love a picture of Lucy Chu just like this.
What I'm really after is something a little more personal. Something that says, I was meant for you.